Hey everybody, welcome back to the Cars924 YouTube channel. My name is Kudzai, and in today's episode, we're actually going to be discussing the top 5 best cars with the best tuning potential. So before we even touch into the topic, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This place is everything cars, everything will absolutely be cars. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications to be alerted when a new video is dropped. So without any further ado, let's get started with this episode. Let's go. So the first car that we're going to be talking about is the BMW M140i. So now this car, in terms of stock power, let's actually first discuss the engine. It's a 3-liter inline 6 with a B58 engine, single turbo twin scroll, making 250 kilowatts and 500 newton meters of torque. So now these cars are very capable in terms of big numbers. So now in terms of like power mods that you can absolutely do that can take it to the next level, is basically a upgraded charge pipe, upgraded fuel pump, getting an ECU remap, getting a downpipe or a fully fabricated exhaust system, getting a hybrid turbo on there. You know, there's quite a lot of things that you can definitely do to this thing to basically shoot it up to maybe even like 600 or 700 horsepower. So now this car is very capable. So the next car that we're going to be talking about is one of my personal favorites. It's the Audi RS3 Quattro Sportback. This car has a 2.5 liter inline 5 turbocharged engine, making 294 kilowatts and 480 newton meters of torque. So now we all know that Quattro cars are seriously quick off the line. So now with some good tuning mods to this car, you will make this car maybe even accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, maybe even less than 3 seconds with some serious power gains. So basically, these are the upcoming mods that you can basically do to the Audi RS3 Quattro Sportback. You can do an intake system, you can do a hybrid turbo, you can go for ECU remap, you can go for some crazy cool downpipes, you can go for either maybe a fully fabricated exhaust system that can basically shoot up from 294 kilowatts to possibly maybe even to like 310 or even 350 kilowatts, basically matching up to a stock M4. So the next car we're going to be discussing in today's episode is actually the Mercedes-AMG A45. So from stock, these cars are pretty much pushing some serious power. So they actually make 285 kilowatts and around about 490 newton meters of torque. So now in terms of tuning mods, what you can basically do with this car, which is very minimal and will actually destroy pretty much anything that comes up next to you, since these things are 4MATIC, they're all-wheel drive, is basically an intake system, an induction system, and a ECU remap, like a stage 1 remap, and also maybe like a stage a flash tune on the gearbox to basically make it shift quicker. Alright, this car makes me go mad. This is the Mercedes-AMG C63 Coupe. This car actually has some crazy tuning potential, since it actually has a 4-liter twin turbocharged V8, 350 kilowatts and 649 newton meters of torque. So now this car is very torquey. All you need is basically a stage 1 flash tune on your gearbox and maybe just some cool downpipes. That's pretty much it. But now if you definitely have to go for something like hybrid turbos, better fuel injectors, to maybe even forging the engine, you could easily touch maybe even 1,000 horsepower. So the last and final car that's going to be making an appearance on this list is BMW M4. This car is actually really cool. It's pretty much dynamic and very sporty, and it's got great handling capabilities. So now in terms of power figures, engine first actually specifically, it's got a 3-liter inline 6 S55 engine, making 338 kilowatts, 600 newton meters of torque. So now the good thing with the M4 is that it's very torquey at low RPMs as well. So basically, if you want to go for some like really serious power mods, probably go for like some hybrid turbos, better charge pipe, better fuel injectors, ECU remap, maybe a stage 2, stage 3 remap, gearbox flash, downpipes, fully fabricated exhaust system. You're doing some crazy numbers there. Alright guys, that is pretty much it for today's episode. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it and found it quite informative. If you did, you know what to do. Make sure to leave a like And if you feel like I left out any sort of mods that you can actually do to the car, please make sure to mention them in the comment box down below. I really want to know as well. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow the Cars924 Instagram. I'll leave a link in the description box down below, as well as a sticker right here. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.